How you guys doing? My name is Matt Balducci, high performance business coach and motivational speaker. And today I'm going to give you a really tangible takeaway, which is how to hire the right people the right way. So this video is meant for entrepreneurs out there. And the reason I wanted to make this video is a lot of my business consulting clients simply don't know how to do this. And I've had to teach them multiple different times on how to hire somebody on. So what I noticed about entrepreneurs specifically is one of two things happens. One, they might be afraid to hire somebody due to either in having to invest in that person, or they don't know how to bring on an employee or manage an employee. So they're nervous, they have fear, they have anxiety around that. Number two is they want to bring on somebody, but they don't have a system around how to actually hire somebody on the right way. So I'm gonna give you just a very basic, fundamental way of hiring the right people the right way. So the first thing I'm gonna explain to you guys is relatively simple as that. First and foremost, what you need to do is you need to take out a pen and paper. Now again, if you're not hiring somebody right now, that's okay, but let's just say hypothetically you need to hire an assistant, or you need to hire an actual direct employee to your business, maybe a general manager or a high-level executive, or you need somebody at your front desk or whatever it might be. So the first thing you need to do is you need to write out a job description for yourself, not for the person yet. For yourself. What are their tasks? What will you expect of them? Who do you want in the role? And that's where I'm gonna segue into my next thing is you absolutely have to have an avatar written out of who you want in the position. So I joke and call it basically anytime you hire an employee, it's kind of like a business marriage, right? I know people say business partnerships are like business marriages. Really hiring an employee is as well, right? You're actually paying their bills if you think about it. So what that means, and they're giving you something in return for the money you're paying them. So ultimately what has to happen is you need to find the right people that you want to work with and that you can see yourself growing your business with. So it comes down to that is you have to have an avatar scripted out and you have to have their job description specifically to what you are looking for. After you have that, then it comes down to actually taking that and putting it into a quick ad that you can put up on multiple different recruiting sites, Indeed, Monster, Career Builder. You can even do Craigslist, which I don't recommend for most people, but you can do LinkedIn. There's multiple different ways that you can get your ad out there. Once you get your ad out there, then that's when the interview process begins. And this is where I actually see a lot of mistakes happen. So a lot of people either rush the interview process or they do it too quickly, or they don't know what they're even looking for at the interview. So what I tell people all the time is this, is it should be a 3-step interview process, at least basically. You can change this up slightly. First one is just a quick phone call. It takes about 10-15 minutes so that you can basically figure out if this is a person you actually want to meet in person. Now what I recommend doing is have somebody either call the people and set these up for you, have an employee do that for you if you have one. If you don't, you need to be the one to call them. And it's relatively simple. You either set a 15-minute call or you do a 10 to 15-minute phone interview. Now in this phone interview, you're gonna wanna have 3 basic questions, right? Now I'm not gonna go into those questions today, but you need to have 3 basic questions on how things work. So once you get those questions, you can make your decision, do I want to interview them in person? So then the second step could either be over a Zoom, a Skype-like feature, or you can bring them into the office or in person at a Starbucks, coffee shop, wherever you do your interviews, and you can meet with them in person. You will not be making a hiring decision on the spot. Sometimes people tell you to do that. I do not want you to. Reason is that we're human beings and we get very, very emotional around people we like. So what I want you to do is interview them. Then if you like them again, then you can bring them in for a final round interview. Now the fun part is once you bring them in for a final round interview, you're not really interviewing them anymore. You're really going over expectations and giving them the job. So again, very, very simple system. But after the interview process happens, I highly recommend that for kind of metrics to track is you're probably gonna need to talk to about 20 candidates to set up 10 interviews to find the one person that you should be hiring. Don't rush the process, take your time, make sure that you do it right. Also, don't overthink it either. So hopefully this helped you guys. If you can, subscribe below. Leave a comment if you think this will work as a recruiting process. I've used it in my company to hire over 250 salespeople, as well as subcontractors and different things in that nature. And I've also coached multiple different entrepreneurs on how to hire employees and do it effectively. After you hire the employee, the next part is the onboarding process, which is amazing and fun, but that's a whole nother nut to crack. So again, check out my website, mattbalducci.com. If you're somebody out there looking to sustain, scale, or build a sellable business, reach out to me via my website, mattbalducci.com, or you can go to go.mattbalducci.com/momentum to schedule a 1-hour call with me. I'll talk to you guys soon.